I also remember one time I tried to pick up a prostitute. I think I was about 17 years old. And my dad had bought me a car. It was like a 1989 Pontiac Sunbird. And this was back when we used to hang out around the bookstore, the adult bookstore in Nashville, near downtown. And everybody knew that the prostitutes walked around the bookstore because that's where all the money was. So there was this one dude. It was one night. I couldn't find nobody to hook up with. I really didn't have nobody to hook up with back then. There was no grinder, and the internet was just like taking off. So chatting online was really not like a big thing. So I got in my car and I went downtown and I picked up this guy. And I was like, let's go do something. He was like, okay. And so we was running around trying to find some place to, for me to suck his dick. That's what it was, because he wasn't gonna be able to fuck me. And I wasn't gonna fuck him. But we couldn't find no place. Now that I think back, like, I would never have rode around the way I did now, like I did back then, because he could have been slick looking for a spot to take me so that he could take the car. We pulled into alleys, into driveways for abandoned houses and everything, and we quote unquote couldn't find a place. So then we pulled into this parking lot near the Nashville Sound Stadium in South Nashville. It's like behind the stadium is a graveyard, and across the street from the graveyard is a bunch of businesses. And so we parked in the lot right there where we were trying to find some place to go. He was like, well, do you have the money? I was like, yeah, I got the money. He was like, you ain't got no money. Show me the money. And so me, Goofy, I got the money. I'm going to show you. I opened my wallet and I showed him the inside of my wallet. That motherfucker snatched every dollar out of He snatched every dollar out of my wallet that I had. That was my lunch money and my gas money for the week. Because my dad had gave me the money for gas and lunch. And he took all my money and see, now we got some money, we can talk business for real. Take me over to this house and then I'm going to get some good stuff and then I'm going to do you right. Okay. At that point I was scared, because I felt like he was finna try and fight me and take the car. So I drove to whatever house it was he was talking about. As soon as he got out of the car, I just pulled off and left. And I went home and I rode the bus. I think I rode the bus for the rest of the week because I didn't have no money for gas. And for lunch, I ate air. And that was it. That was the one and only time that I picked up a prostitute. And I was like 17 years old. And I was like, I will never do that again. What I forgot to mention is that about 2 years. Okay, if I was 17 when that happened, I was like 16, 17. I was like 17. Then I got with Raleigh when I was 19. So I went to a party. My friend Adrian and Roger, they were roommates because they went to Tennessee State University together. And no, they were just roommates. And they had a party. They had a house party. And I was there at the party with Raleigh. Raleigh was really their friend. I was their friend by association. So we're sitting there at the party chilling, and I go into the kitchen and get something to eat with Raleigh. And I come out of the kitchen and I saw the guy that robbed me sitting on the couch in the living room. I turned to Raleigh real quick. I said, oh my gosh, that's the guy that robbed me. He was like, who? I was like, they right there on the couch. He was like, well, do you want to leave now? I was like, yeah, I do. So then we left the party. And then after that, I never saw him again. But I didn't tell Riley, like, the details about me being robbed or anything. I did tell him that I got robbed one time, which it wasn't like robbed. He just snatched the money in my wallet.